Okay, let's unpack this. We all have those moments, right? Those, hey, we should do this every year ideas. But how do some group traditions, these sort of casual get-togethers, actually stick around and grow while, so many others just fade away? It's pretty fascinating when you think about it.
It really is. Life gets busy, things change, and those plans often just fizzle out.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, yeah, something remarkable happens.
And that something remarkable is exactly what we're diving into today. We're looking at a look back at the rich history of the Timmins Boys and Associates.
Hmm.
This is the story of an annual gathering, starting small, just friends, and somehow blooming over decades into this big association, mostly around a golf weekend up in Huntsville.
Yeah, and our mission really is to unpack how this thing evolved, how this ritual endured. We'll dig into the origins, which are admittedly a bit sketchy. We'll look at the unique traditions, the characters involved. You're going to hear about weird trophies, funny stories, and just how this simple get-together kept growing.
Right off the bat, you wonder, when did it really start? Was it the early 2000s? Or maybe the 90s in Ottawa around Thanksgiving? Or could it possibly go back even further, like the 80s? House parties, that infamous water safety video they apparently made.
The record itself says the exact origin is sketchy. That's the word they use. But what is clear is that this group, whenever it truly began, it stuck together. They built something lasting.
And a lot of that seems down to a couple of key people. First, there's Mo Saint Amour. They talk about his infectious energy. Apparently, he invited, everyone and their brother. It started with Timmins guys, then non-Timmins guys, and now, well, it's almost anyone.
And then you've got Louis. He seems to be the structure behind the energy, the master organizer.
Yeah.
He set up a system, a legacy of planning that they still kind of follow today. It's this great mix, spontaneity and organization.
So let's go back. Where did it really start to formalize? 2001, just four guys, Mo, Paul, Zig, and Louis. They're playing at Comissal Golf Course in Waterdown. And the source notes cheekily that the courses have gotten much better since then.
Huh? Yeah, I can imagine. A familiar story for many golf groups, I think. But the next year, 2002, that was big. They moved it to Huntsville, Logging Chain Lodge, Cottage E specifically. And this is where a key tradition kicks off. The first annual Uniqueness Trophy. And guess who got it? Louis.
Fitting. And the trophy itself sounds interesting. Dark, elongated, on a wood base. Tells you right away this isn't your standard golf prize. That year they also started putting for dollars in the cottage, which must have caught on because in 2003 the event moved briefly to Ottawa and Paul won the trophy again for, putting for dollars.
Then 2004, back in Huntsville, Marco Mantha gets the trophy.
Ah.
A lot of chafing.
All right.
It shows how quickly they leaned into the personal, the funny, the
Yeah.
relatable stuff, not just low scores. It was about being memorable.
Okay, 2005 feels like a real shift because this is the first instance of Louis with meeting minutes.
Yeah.
Meeting minutes. For a golf trip, that's commitment. It's not just showing up anymore. It's building something intentionally.
Exactly. And the detail in those minutes is amazing. The golf schedule, where they stayed, Billy Bear, the food plan, Friday burgers, Saturday filet. Luke Lemire was even verifying meat prices through his connection. That kind of foresight, that planning, it provided a foundation.
And 2005 is when they officially became the Timmins Boys and Associates. Got the gray golf shirt souvenir, made it official. Steph won the Uniqueness Trophy that year for his ball hunting ability. You can really see the group's identity forming.
By 2006, they're making group decisions, like dropping Huntsville Downs golf course, poor service. Louis streamlined things, rolling green fees and carts into one cost. Simpler. The souvenir was an orange hat. Small changes, but they show adaptation.
And 2006 gave us some gold. The quote of the year decade, relax your throat. Okay.
Yeah.
But maybe even better is the story of Roger at Grandview #4. There's a diagram showing his golf ball bouncing all around a barn. That's the stuff of legend.
Totally. Those shared moments become folklore. And connecting that to the big picture, look at 2007. They decided to cap the group at 20 people. For easier organization, that's smart growth management, keeping the vibe right. Golf towels are the souvenir. Zig had a good year, won 2 trophies deals closer to the pin.
2007 also saw the first appearance of the gnome. Another quirky tradition starts, and Clem wins the Matagami Frequent Flyer Award. There's that picture too. Someone tiny in a huge chair, pink golf cart nearby. The mythology is deepening.
Moving to 2008, backpacks were the swag. Doc, the steel-toed chef, got the Uniqueness Trophy for organizing the food. Very important job. It was also Louis' 40th birthday, so they had a roast for him. Milestone year.
And that quote from Mo to a course marshal, have you heard of this thing called email? Just perfect. 2009, black-gray jackets, golf bag tags. Mo wins the trophy for hitting his ball in the marshal's cart. Plus, these intriguing little notes. How did that bench get there? And mentions of odd gifts, like needing a smoke after time with Clem. Inside jokes galore.
The souvenir tradition keeps rolling. 2010, navy golf shirts. 2011, blue-gray hats with MC on them. Rig tea bag. Fulvel 1 in 10 for accidentally dropping snacks off his truck. It's these specific goofy moments they remember.
And 2011, Andre Roy wins for spending his anniversary with the group. They called him Happy Anniversary Andre. There was even a Mo Cloutier classic sign on the course, like, internal celebrities, and the highlights from that year. Wow. Pat in the rim job, fantastic Ray. And his 70s wrestling career in blue tights, Salim apparently messing with airport security.
Yeah, these stories, even if we don't get all the context, they're clearly the glue holding the group's shared history together. Then in 2012, the souvenir was, ironically, umbrellas. Why? Because it rained so hard, it's only played 27 holes out of 72. So
Yeah.
what do? Impromptu ping pong tournament, early dinner, they adapted. That resilience is key.
By 2013, things are getting even richer. Beer mug souvenir. Maurice Mo Money, say no more, wins the trophy for his ongoing commitment, recognizing the dedication. And then there's this riddle, who is the only person wearing gloves, 2 flamingos, sandal earrings, and sitting next to someone with a sword? The answer? Shane Poupart. It just paints a picture of delightful absurdity. Plus, they added a washer toss tournament. More activities.
The souvenirs kept coming, marking the years. A toque in 2014, can cooler in 2015. Derek, I love you, man. Roberts 1 in 14 for catering. Pat shoots 72, Rainville in 15 for taking shots on 9 different holes. And you get little snippets like that's not how you play Frisbee Cups, Brent. And talk of an all-time top 10 gift, new jokes constantly feeding the tradition.
2016 feels huge. Multi-can coolie for the souvenir. Clem Poupart wins for the furthest club throw ever. The Creepy Old Guy Award debuts. Ray takes that one home. But maybe the biggest thing, this is the year the source document we're talking about, a look back at the rich history, was first issued. They started documenting their own saga.
That's meta. And that same year, Brent introduces the Chalice, another artifact, and the first ever Scramble Live leaderboard with Lamerigan coupons. It shows this internal world getting more complex. Rules, artifacts, their own economy almost. It's more than just golf.
So the modern era arrives and things just get wilder, it seems. 2017 T-shirt souvenir. Celine Dion gets voted in as an official Timmins boy.
Yeah.
It was a 16-3 vote. Mo, Paul, and Zig were the nays. Having an actual vote on membership, that's serious group identity stuff.
And look at the highlights. Thursday Lasagna Nights, a Lemire Again app, playing a game called Mouthguard Watch Yamath. Brent donates Cuban cigars. Pat organizes the first keg from Full Beard Brewery, playing fun holes with oven mitts, or just one club.
Oh, and offside shadow puppets, whatever that means. It's just constant innovation and fun.
2018 becomes the Trucker Stash weekend. Bubba Mugg souvenir. Taj Hans shaves his long beard, starts a trend. 16 guys end up with trucker stashes. He wins the uniqueness trophy for it. First TB&A Captain's Challenge 2 and a scramble draft. More structure to the games.
And Paul wearing a onesie golfing on Sunday, just embracing the ridiculous. Love it.
2019 Puma hats. Jan wins the trophy. Why? He got traded 5 times in the draft, but still carried his team. The draft itself becomes part of the story. Luke pays out winnings using Canadian Tire money. Nice touch.
And Brent gets voted in as a full Timmins boy, not just an associate. Close vote, apparently. Group acceptance matters here.
Right. And even though it was super wet, like second wettest ever, they start Sunday singing Happy Anniversary to the clubhouse lady. Good vibes despite the rain.
Jump to 2021, record attendance. 28 people, personalized golf cards and playing cards for souvenirs. That growth is impressive.
And that year sounds chaotic in the best way. Tuesday lobster feed, Wednesday fish fry. Luke brought a drone. Rick apparently ate 2 lobsters. Chris told a story about 4 dry pumps. The line, Rick says, Zig, are you inside me? Happened. Oh, and a marshal wrote, you guys suck on the closest to the pin marker.
Oh my gosh. And Paul and Dan M dancing to Laura's on Dance. Plus, a Humping Animals coloring book was given as a gift. The layers of weirdness are incredible.
It's incredible. 2022, personalized golf balls. New place, the Portage Inn, big hit. And get this, 3 straight days of sun. Unheard of. Salim won the trophy for falling into a creek at Deerhurst. Andre got voted honorary TB for his 10th year. Dedication rewarded.
And the biggest bullshitter award winners got actual green jackets. Second place got shorts. Specific second place shorts. Amazing detail.
Then last year, 2023, golf shirts, bag tags. Zig wins the uniqueness trophy for not golfing. He had a wrist fracture but still caused trouble.
Trouble is right. Steph P looking for naked-ass cuddle buddies, asking the newbie, where the fuck is the W? Luke wearing a shirt with his friends' faces on it. Zig's on a trike. Ron steals it on the last hole. Bill gets pulled over by the OKP in an unregistered vehicle. Paul's theatrics putting on a Captain America onesie. It's nonstop.
And that brings us to 2024.
Yeah.
Yeti container, custom crib board. Salim wins for most stents and biggest weight loss, a health-related win.
Yeah.
And Zig gets his golf cart license suspended for 2 years for his driving shenanigans in 2023 while handicapped.
Suspended. For 2 years, you heard that right. They have their own DMV, apparently. And tattoos. Pat, Luke, Kate, Rick, and Zig showed off matching posterior tattoos. Talk about commitment.
Chasen changed up the draft. Timmons Boys Veterans versus the Asses Associates. New competitive twist. Danny Vinay made custom crib boards by hand. Beautiful personal touch.
And the underwear. Sightings of Jens Michelangelo David underwear worn by Salim. Steph's bright pink panties. It's something else.
They added the left, center, right dice game. And a new hole-in-one rule. $20 from everyone, plus booze. Always evolving.
So after hearing all this, what does it really tell us? It makes you ask, what is it about these friendships, the commitment of guys like Louis and Mo, and maybe crucially, their willingness to embrace, even formalize, the completely absurd stuff. What allowed this to last and actually thrive for decades?
Well, connecting it to the bigger picture, I think the Timmons Boys story shows how celebrating that absurdity, the chafing trophy, the cart license suspension, it's not just funny, it's like a powerful social glue. Formalizing their quirks, embracing the bizarre moments, that seems just as vital to their endurance as the planning or the initial energy.
Yeah, the evolution of their culture is really something. Simple golf trip to this, elaborate awards, souvenirs, this massive tapestry of shared stories and legends. It's way more than a golf weekend now. It's a living tradition, reinventing itself constantly.
It really speaks volumes about shared jokes, pure fun, and just the commitment to showing up year after year.
So we've taken quite the deep dive into the unique, hilarious history of the Timmons Boys and Associates. From that small outing to this huge annual event packed with memories and traditions. You've heard how a simple idea, fueled by friendship and, let's be honest, a serious sense of humor, can grow into this rich, shared legacy. Makes you think about your own traditions, maybe ones you want to start.
It really does. And the story leaves you wondering, doesn't it? What are those magic ingredients that turn a casual hangout into something cherished across generations, especially today when it's so easy to drift apart? And maybe more pointedly, what makes a group suspend someone's golf cart license for 2 years or award a trophy for chafing, all in the name of friendship and keeping the story going? That commitment to the bit is really something.